Please welcome your 2026 Philadelphia Eagles.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And back to the 30. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Smith catches left side. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Steelers.
And again, it's Rodgers. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he takes it was just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
It's early. An announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They give it off here to the tight end. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Successful field goal try. Here's Boswell to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Get all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Steelers 48-yard line.
Second down and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll take it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Derek Harmon able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Here is third down and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I give some credit to the defender on that when he read all his keys perfectly. Got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told him, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Here's Rodgers. In the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Second and 7. Rodgers again now. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is third and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he found the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Steelers.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Boswell's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady route wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And that's going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A handoff for Warren. Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. There's Rodgers to throw. There's a screen with Gainwell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down with a pickup of 11 yards.
Well, I see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset. This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10, it's game one. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Austin. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
18 yards on the play. And an Eagles first down.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action with Hurts. And he will be taken down with a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down.
Eagles first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Rodgers going to throw. Got his man. It's Warren. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Steelers first down. It's a gain of 20. And the Steelers first down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. They toss it to Warren. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap to turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Here's second down and 3. On play action, Rodgers.
Rodgers pass.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Steelers first and goal. Back to throw, Rodgers. And in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And this guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 5. A minute 24 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX, out to Baltimore, they landed in France. Basic shows out in Germany, they ball in Japan.
He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Brown.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They gotta find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Dotson, he's got it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Complete. It's Dotson. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. Back to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Look in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another Eagles first down.
This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
Please welcome your 2026 Minnesota Vikings.
gun started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's stopped. 25. Drive will begin there. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments, we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll try and get there on the ground. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
2nd and inches. They put Kelce in motion. Got a man. That's Rasheed Rice. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards on the
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll step up and run this. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of down.
11 more yards.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From 29, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. 24 yards. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Pacheco. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they come up now, second and goal. One more time with Pacheco. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal.
A 2-yard pickup.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This a 31-yard attempt. Butker's kick
The kick
is good. And the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kickers back out for this kickoff. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
In motion, Naylor. Now here's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, Minnesota.
And the Vikings.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back end, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. In motion, it's Jefferson. We'll try and run for the first down with Jones. play for Minnesota. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Third down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
And he will give himself up at the end of that run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn it to a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Second down, they need 3. To throw is McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's got it at the 3. And the rush is enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
That's another Vikings first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll put Addison in motion. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. His kick is good. The Vikings move on to a 7-3 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Working the right side. Taken in by Rice. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing now. Mahomes. That's over the middle. And caught by Bryce. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. He gets that to Brown. Getting close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, like they call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone, I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Price now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That one down the field, but they cannot connect it, and it is complete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. In 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Headed left, fine time.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. into play.
3rd and a yard. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense picks him up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The Vikings.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. A gain there of 20. It'll be a Vikings first down.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and live to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted in a huge gain.
And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard.
2 yards on the
Drew
pickup.
Tranquil up
It's
to make the
2nd
tackle.
and 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. In motion, Naylor. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Chiefs take over.
The Chiefs
1st and
offense
10.
getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Rice open, he's got it. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Now, Mahomes. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
And it's
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, KC.
Kansas City Chiefs.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contained rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Peeling forward for maybe a yard. A big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave. Brings that one to an end.
A gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on short gain.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. A man over the middle, it's Worthy. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco. He gets the 4th quarter going. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
First down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter, and he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy.
Really well done here by the defense, like executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown,
Kansas City.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The Chiefs.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes.
Conversion.
This is good. He's got
Conversion
it.
is successful.
And they tack
Makes
2
the
more
score. Chiefs
onto their
14.
lead.
Vikings 7.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. McCarthy. A short run taken by Hopkins. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you?
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And just out of
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
They come to the line, needing 6 yards for a first down. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is the first. And we'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Jones. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. Field goal's not going to do it. They think touchdown all the way.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Second charge timeout, Minnesota. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here is 1st and goal. To throw, it's McCarthy. Holding at the 2. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1. And a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Price now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Vikings offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense. Now a first throw here in overtime. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Vikings,
they'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Minnesota.
The 27-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On the ground now with Jones. Something going on now. He was right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
McCarthy to the air on second down. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Now a handoff. Jones. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the first down. A pickup of 9.
Tackled by Leo Chanel. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 8-yard line.
2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And I don't think he got that wrapped up the line of scrimmage. Now, you're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And stop them just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
First and goal.
Mike, I think we make so
line.
much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense that we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
From the 1, second and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. It is caught by the tight end. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, exactly the way you want to handle it when you get the ball to start overtime.
Absolutely, Mike. You want to strike first. You understand the defense is wearing down. It's been a long game. Now you are one stop away from getting out of here with a huge win.
The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. Now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Mahomes now on second down. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. That catch gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They put Kelsey in motion. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Bryce.
It's a gain of 18. That's good.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. Firing right side. Brought in by Brown.